Hello, so I pretty much haven't done a video in a while, but this will be my Nintendo Power, which I've been waiting to do for a while. So I'll have to show you all my Nintendo Power magazines. I put them in different groups. Like this is Super Nintendo, Game Boy, and NES. This would be Game Boy Color and N64, and this is Game Boy Advance and the GameCube. I don't have the Wii or the Wii U's, like up to the Wii U. So, and here we go. So this is the first ever edition of Nintendo Power. I got this for $50 at an anime store like 4 years ago, actually 3 years ago. This doesn't have the magazine, but it's still worth getting it. I can perhaps find them poster somewhere later, but it's like $100 right now. So yeah, the first edition. All right, this is the Metal Storm cover. Metal Storm is a really good NES game, and yeah, showing you some stuff. This is Star Tropics. And you get the Battletoads cover. Kind of funny because I don't have Battletoads yet, but I do have Battletoads Double Dragon for Super Nintendo. I do have the posters, but they're in I put them somewhere else, which I will decorate later on in life. Vice Project Doom cover. Vice Project Doom's a gay game, and also is Battle Unit Zeoth. And I believe this is showing you the magazine in general. Nestor's Quest. It's really funny. Nestor's Quest, the guy right here. So, Tiny Toons Busters Bust Loose. This is for the Super Nintendo. Of course, a Jeff Good Gamer classic. For me, I haven't beat it yet, but I do like the NES ones as well. I don't know. What game is this? Nestor again. And Alien 3. Wario Land. This is my favorite series right here. So yeah, Ken Griffey Jr., Major League Baseball, one of the big baseball icons in the '90s. Reason why baseball became popular because of him. Well, returned to its to presence after the 1994 strike. Well, because he made it. Well, not only he was good, but he was so good that he made a deal with Nintendo, so they would make baseball games after him for the Nintendo consoles, which they should come back. But now it's pretty much MLB The Show. And going back to that, Metal Marines, which was the Metal Marines side, and Flintstones. So this is Addams Family Pugsy's Scavenger Hunt. I don't have that game yet. Star Fox magazine right there. And this is Aerobiz. It's pretty much Sims. It's like airport Sims, pretty much. So Star Fox comic. Power Blade, very underrated NES game. It's like Castlevania meets Ninja Gaiden. Nestor. Looking at these Palamedes. I have a card for it, but it doesn't work for some reason. Shadow Ninja, good game. Swordmaster. This is hard to find, pretty much. I think it goes for $200 loose. So yeah, what game is this? Oh, what game is that? Oh, it's probably Swordmaster. Super Mario Bros. 3, of course. Super Mario World, classic and Super Nintendo game. And I believe this is Kickmaster. I have this game from the NES, of course. This is Worm, which I also have, which I have never played yet. And of course, Tecmo for the Game Boy. Mega Man and Dr. Wilder's Revenge. I do not have that yet. So what game is this? Dragon Wars 3, which I do have. I also got one for Josh for his birthday and Christmas from last year. So Star Trek. I'm not a big fan of Star Trek. Super Castlevania 4, really good Castlevania game, but I don't rank it as high. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Robin Hood. I have this for NES. I haven't played it yet, but I probably will soon. Rockin' Cats, right here. This is my favorite NES game. It reminds me of like the old cartoons from the 40s and 50s. It's like Tom and Jerry or Looney Tunes, so they had that style. So really good game. And lots of Rabbit, of course. Seals. I never have the Tracy. I think I have the Genesis version. Ninja Gaiden, of course. Any cover, classic NES game. Strider. What's this one? I think this is Strider for the NES, which is different from the arcade, which is still fine. It's a really good game. Bio Billy, which I've never played before, but I'll probably have to play it soon. Felix the Cat, another one of my favorite NES games. I don't have this one, but I will be getting it sometime this year probably. I saw Jeff played it, and I think it's a difficult game, but I prefer Coxwell Capers and Invasion of Planet Pirates. Dr. Franken. Kingdom Crusade. And this is for the NES. And of course Barbie. Star Tropic right here. What game is this? Quantum. I have this game. This is the first game I got a no death run on, but it was on a second attempt. I think my second attempt to beat that game. It was a no death run. Super Star Wars Emperor Strikes Back. Of course, it's really hard. It's a really hard game, but it's actually pretty fun. Mortal Kombat 2, nothing to say there. Disney's Aladdin, I'll be playing this next month. Mega Man 6, of course, I beat it. Really fun Mega Man game. Tetris 2, don't have. So, yeah. This is Final Fantasy 2. And this is, wait, don't tell me. Oh, We're in the World's Carmen Sandiego, Tom and Jerry. Final Fantasy 2, I kind of beat it, but I kind of cheated a bit because there was another save state and I under-leveled. I was I believe, at the moon, and I pretty much couldn't pass this boss because the boss keep kicking my ass for the first hit. Of course, I have Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, Batman Forever. Game sucks forever, actually. But the arcade version is really good. It was ran on an ST6 STV. It was the Sega Saturn hardware, arcade hardware. The PS1 and the PS1 version, of course, is also like getting that PS1 port of it is like pricey. It's like $300, like complete. Chrono Trigger, classic NES game. All right, this is kind of funny. Of course, The Mask 2 never happened, but we got a crappy sequel or shitty sequel. So, yeah. Adventures of Batman and Robin. I got this at 8-Bit Plus. I think I got it for free because I said you can just keep it. Because I like to collect Nintendo Power magazines. Well, of course, they do have Nintendo Power magazine in stock, which I'll probably collect more often. Also, this game's really good. The Super Nintendo version's good. Genesis version is fair, but I like the Super Nintendo version a lot. Sheehan, Total Carnage. I don't have that game. Biker Mice from Mars. So, all right, this one is Mega Man X, classic NES Super Nintendo game, which I like. This is Bugs Bunny Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage. I saw Jeff play it recently. I still have to find a copy of it and play it. Probably next year. Soldier of Fortune. I believe this is based off from this Amiga version called the Chaos Engine. It's pretty good. Flashback. I have the Genesis port. So yeah. Of course, you can see even glasses. And this is the I think this is the Game Boy Advance version. Game Boy version. I still need to get that one. Of course, Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage. Still need to get that one. What game is this? Sky Blazer. I still need to get this one as well. Saw Mike Matei play it. He did James and Mike Mondays of this game. I saw K2J play it, and I played a little bit of it. And he said about Rocket Knight's Adventures, but I haven't played fully. I played a little bit of it. Felt more like Strider, but once I get the game, I can play it again, play it thoroughly, see the difference. So, Super Metroid, classic Super Nintendo game, and Inspector Gadget. Yeah, I need to get a copy of that. Inspector Gadget. Secret of Mana, classic Super Nintendo game, which I like because it's like Zelda. Air the Acrobat Squirrel. I have the Genesis port of this. But I do have the Sega, the Super Nintendo version, which is the sequel. I have the sequel for the Super Nintendo. So, ActRaiser 2, one of the toughest Super Nintendo games out there. I beat it last year, and I'm probably beating hard mode this year. Celestial's favorite game. He kind of coached me on that game for a bit, but probably the second time I played it, he like comes in and said, "Ooh, he played it. Yugo's playing it." I said, "Oh God," but it was a fun time. It was a really hard game. Magman 3. Yeah, I haven't played this one yet. I did beat it, but I haven't streamed it yet, which I'll probably do, I don't know when. What's that? Oh, it's Immortal. Gremlins. Bry. I did an NES version of that. And then we're going to the N64. Ken Griffey Jr., Winning Run. Well, reason why, because it was popular. Well, not him was popular. The Mariners was also probably the best team in the 90s. I believe the best team in the 90s. If I'm ranking fourth next, fourth, the Yankees, of course, the late 90s Yankees dynasty from 1996 to 2000. And then I think the Braves, early 1991, start there. And it continued until 2005, but I'm talking about the 90s Braves. It kind of sucks because that team only won one World Series title. They reached the division title 15 times. They reached the World Series, I believe. They reached the World Series like 6 times, only won once. I think the closest they can come to getting another championship was in 1996. They were like up 2-0. Heck, they were up like a run, like I believe in Game 5 of the World Series, and then they lost there. So, and of course the Cleveland Indians, their best offensive lineup at that time, but didn't win the World Series. They reached twice. They were close in 1997, but that was still pain. So. And yeah, and back to the magazines. Lobo. This was never released, but there was a ROM has been leaked, so you can play it like online. Mohawk and Jackwoodhead. I never played that one before. And of course, Super Mario RPG. Lufia. I need to get that game. I'm still trying to hunt that game. In my list, I have Bun Saber, which I'll probably get next month. Probably now I'm gonna add Lufia 2. SWAT Cats and probably like Space Magnet Force, but it's gonna be later on because right now everything's getting expensive. So, more comment. And nothing to say there. It's a good game, but I can't really say anything about it. Let me This is Army Air Combat. I remember Army Man back then. I played Sarge Hero 2 for that. PS1. So. Yep. And you have, of course, the late Tony Gwynn. Late Tony Gwynn, one of the best contact hitters in baseball. And he was the closest to get a .400 batting average in a short 1994 season. And of course, you have Pokemon right here. So yeah. Well. Banjo-Tooie right here. And this is Indiana Jones and Infernal Machine. Up. I believe this is the Road to Rumble Boxing, NBA Jam, and then Pokemon comic. Legend of Zelda. This is the pages are coming off, but it's not. I'm still gonna keep it intact. I played it on emulator, but I haven't played it since. I don't have an N64. Kind of sold it, so don't blame me for that. Donkey Kong 64, probably won't want to play it as well, so here's this. Oh, this is Harvest Moon 64. Alright. And of course, Mario Kart 64, and then Pokemon Yellow, Super Mario 64, Kirby's 64, Crystal Stars, I probably want to get, and I also want to play 64 again. F-Series X, really good. Another Ken Griffey magazine. This is last ish. Oh wait, this is Paper Mario, Mario Party, Majora's Mask, my favorite in the series. Sonic Trouble. I believe this is Worms. Oracle of Ages and Seasons. I believe this is the magazine where the Game Boy Advance would be introduced. But it was before it got released. They I'm gonna try to do. I have it somewhere here. Maybe it's not. Maybe this. I guess this is afterwards. Yeah. I think this is after it was released. Sorry. I think this is Donkey Kong. I forget. Tetris Attack. Well, wrestling. Not a big fan of wrestling. Bomberman Hero, really good. Bomberman game. Turok was fun. Yeah. Magic puzzle piece. Yep. All right. Lastly, we go into the Minish Cap. One of my favorite games one of my favorites in the Zelda series. Phantasy Star Q 0. I believe this one I want to get. Also, this one has that lunar influence, of course. Leo likes lunar, so I do want to get this game for DS. Crystal Chronicles, I have this one. And oh, this one, this is I don't know if I'm correct. I think this might be it. I don't know if it got introduced or not. Not sure. I'm just gonna keep going. Coliseum, I don't have. Beautiful Joe, great game. One of my favorite GameCube games. And I want to get GX. This is harder than Dark Souls. To tell you, everyone says Dark Souls hard, but I think GX is like ridiculous with its difficulty. Like, I think the difference between Dark Souls and GX is that Dark Souls I know it's a hard game, but you have lots of you have support in that game, like, which makes the difficulty like less, but still fair. Make the game more fair. This one is not fair. Like, pretty much unfair. You have to be good at this game to beat the story mode. let alone the 1,000 miles per hour, way too fast, lots of curves. The track, lots of curves, so you do have to like memorize the curves, and like, yeah, hard game. Simple busting out. Tales of Symphonia, one of my favorite GameCube games. And this one has Wario. I believe this is the WarioWare. WarioWare is one of my favorite Game Boy Advance games. Custom Robo. Very like one of my like pretty underrated Nintendo franchise. I have the one for the DS. I do want to get the GameCube one. You have the Pokemon XD, Final Fantasy Tactics. I have the Game Boy. I have of course, the PS1 version, PS1 game. Classic GBA game, one of the best. Soul Calibur 2. That's Link in it, which introduced guest characters from other series like Spawn or Heihachi Mishima. But when it got released for the PS3 and Xbox, they add Link because, of course, Link's Nintendo. This is a very good Metroid game. I also have to stream this. Phantasy Star. What game is that? Oh, it's Nightfire. One of my favorite GameCube games. Also, one of my favorite from the James Bond series. I'll also stream that. Pokemon Crystal version. I don't have Crystal. Path of Radiance. I need to find a copy of that, but I don't have. Trauma Center Under the Knife. Good DS game. I say top 10, but we'll see. This is one of my top 10. This is like top 10, probably like top 3. Snowboard Kids for the DS. I like this one because it has that anime style graphics. It's really fun. And of course you can play as Jack Frost. And of course Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. This is Amazing Islands. I kind of mistaken it for Gacha Force because Gacha Force is one of the rarest. Actually, one of the most valuable GameCube games. I think they're rare, and I would say like GameCube games like not like Pokemon Box, which was one of the used to be one of the rarest GameCube games. It's not even a game. It's like a storage for your Pokemon. And of course, Sonic Adventure 2 and Super Monkey Ball Dual Pack, which it's very rare. I think it goes for $4,000 complete. And this is Paper Mario, Yu-Gi-Oh, F-Zero. Yep. Beautiful Joe 2. So I need to find that game. Grand Theft Auto. Oh, it's the Game Boy one. Force of Valor. What is that? Pokemon. Dinosaurs. Kirby. Yep. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. But I want to show you some stuff. I did want to show you some things from inside the magazine. They want to show you like games that were never released, such as that were advertised in the Nintendo Power, such as Times Are Eon Man, which I played. It's a Taito, of course, a Taito platformer, action platformer. It reminds me of Ninja Gaiden. It's really good, and although it's never released, you can actually find it online on the internet. You can download on the internet and play on the emulator. It's a really good game, especially the graphics at that time, because one of the there's 2 bosses where one was there was 3D like graphics, really cool. It also like moves, and I did show you Lubo. Also, I didn't see this, but it was called Bioforce Ape, which James and Mike have done, like unreleased NES game. The character moves fast, and I kind of beat that. The character moves fast, like Sega Genesis processor saying fast. So yeah. And before I leave, I want to show you something. I got this Friday. I never expect to get it. I want to get animating Great Edgar Hunt, which I didn't get, but I get a Wii game, and which I'll probably start my Wii collection later on. I do have my Wii U, which I have to get it fixed because of the disc drive from 6 years ago. It's so broken. I'm gonna get a Wii, but here it is. My first Wii game, Acrylic Fantasia. Of course, Josh will like this. Anyone who has a Wii or just plays the RPGs in general will like this game. I believe it's a turn-based RPG. I thought it was action-based, but it's actually turn-based. And I believe this is for, and this went for like $110. Got this at 8-bit, but of course I got it, or else it's gone. So my first Wii game. I will be collecting Wii games in the future, so, and I'll probably stream some Wii games as well, but I don't know which one to stream yet. I won't stream this one until later on, but for the Wii, I would stream like Casual Shikigami 3, Ghost Squad, probably like James 007, so of course Super Mario Galaxy 2, New Super Mario Brothers, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, I think Kirby, Epic Yarn, Wario Land Shake It, etc, etc, etc. There's like lots of Wii games to stream. So yeah, and I'll see you guys later. And I'll see you guys